Hey everybody, what's new? What's a gone? Happy Sunday. It's self-care Sunday time. What has changed? Absolutely nothing. On Sundays, when we have a bit of time, or if we're off, we make sure we earmark sometimes for ourselves, for our physical and mental health care. One of the things I always talk about on self-care Sunday, coffee for one, and also I always say that we should use today to prioritize our mental health. So if it's doing your gratitude journal, if it is that you're meditating, if it is that you're just in a state of thankfulness to be able to appreciate another day, the start of another week. We are literally 6 to 7 weeks out from the new year. And so for us to have made it this far, we want to prioritize our mental health as much as our physical health in these moments through gratitude, through thankfulness. Whatever works for you works, as long as you're putting yourself in a space where your head is clear and you try to relieve some of that stress off of your body, because you know you have so much to look forward to, right? We're adding some ground ginger today. You know what, sir? I just realized I could literally just lift the cap instead of screw it off. Don't pay me no mind, y'all. Anywho, I say all of that to say, while we have the opportunity and ability to prioritize our mental health and the physical health at this time, a part of self-care is also taking care of other people, right? And so I know all of what is happening in Jamaica now has people in the worst mental state that they could ever be in. I know all the foundations and charities that are coming around to provide help, their focus is making sure that these people have their physical needs met, their base needs of food, clothing, shelter, water, to make sure that they can survive. But I don't think what a lot of people are paying mind to is the fact that in the coming months or years, not only today, while it's still 9-day talk, these people are going to be in for a whirlwind of emotions. And us as Jamaicans, we always talk about, we hold it like a G, when I talk about problems, man no discuss certain things, man no cry, me a gangster, all of these things, all of these ways we've convinced ourselves that talking it out, getting intervention, getting therapy is beneath us. So we sit in the shambles of our mental health and we try to struggle through and cope through, and we legitimately only become zombies of ourselves because we're really not we're not high functioning. We just a function to stay alive. We're just functioning for surviving. And I say all of that to say this. In the upcoming weeks and months, Jamaicans are going to need some mental health care. Whether it's through the provision of therapy, whether it's through, liaising with liaising with the services that are available to ensure that somebody can go down to speak to them, whether it's the guidance counselors who are going to have to step up in their roles once these children return to school, whether it's through corporate meetings that these people will have to attend. Jamaicans are going to need mental health support in the greatest way. Understandably, not all of us are trained in the scope of helping anybody who is having mental health issues. For many times, we see people going through it and we really don't know what to do. But this week in the news, I saw a lady say something and it was so profound to me. She didn't even say a lot, but it was so profound. She said, I see everybody bringing all these care packages come to us in the wake of Melissa, but I just want somebody to hug me and ask me, how am I doing? How you do? You alright? That is all she needed in that moment. And it's one thing to say, but she get food and she get shelter and she get clothes and people that take care of them. Why them can't be grateful for that? Yeah, but they also need mental health care. So I want to say this, for a lot of people, donating is hard because especially if you live in these United States, majority of us are going through a hard time now, especially with persons who used to get EBT and SNAP benefits. They don't have enough for themselves for them to say, all right, I'm going to pack up barrels and go to Jamaica. Them just don't have it. There are also people who are working under the counter here in places that are paying them less than what they're worth because they know what the landscape is. One call to the freezer company and me get you out of here, so I'm going to pay you less than what you're worth. So for many of us here, we're not in the capacity to give physically. But you know what you can give? You can give mentally. Download the Digicel International app. Put $20 on your phone if you can, or $10 or $5, and call your relatives in Jamaica and ask them how you do. How you do? I just want to check in for you. I just want to know say may I think about you in my thoughts at this time. And I'm telling you, it may make a world of a difference. Because they feel dark and lonely right now. And so having somebody to say to them, I'm thinking about you, means a lot to a lot of people. I guarantee you, if you do it for people, you're going to have more people who feel the connection versus people who don't. I promise you that much. And let me tell you something. If you're not able to donate and you're not able to give and you're not able to go to Jamaica at this time and you call your relatives them, they're going to beg you something. Then we'll ask you for a change. If you don't have it to give, you just don't have it to give. And there's nothing wrong with having a conversation to say, Mash Joe, I just not have enough money right now. If and when I have a change, me send it to you, but right now I don't have it. So don't let that scare you away from calling your relatives and checking in on them and making sure that they're okay. You get something to eat? Alright, I don't know when we can come down, but when I come down, I come look for you. Yes. People want to know that there are people who care about them, not only physically, but also mentally. Sometimes when we're giving things, these donations and all of that, we're just on autopilot. And we see from social media that a lot of people are doing it, videoing it because of what the video will give back to them. And a lot of people are donating through charity, which is not free because they get it back either in tax refunds or as charity write-offs. But they're also doing it because in the eyes of social media, then they look like saviors. So it's like they're on autopilot. The hugs are so, they don't feel real, they don't look real, they don't look genuine. It's almost like this is just for show. But you know who would not be for show? If you check in by your relatives or your friends and say, I genuinely want to know how you do my boss. I know say you wallet, but I'm here, I have 5 minutes. Tell me what I go on, talk to me. Alright, as soon as I can help, I go help. As soon as I can forward, I go forward. If I even become help you nail up 2 zinc and 2 plyboard. And I promise you, you may be so surprised that in doing that, you literally make someone's day. Because they're marooned, they feel alone. And so for somebody to come out and say, I know you're there, I hear you, I love you, I'm soon come check your boss, it could do a world of good for them. So I say all of that to say this. Yes, self-care for us is important. Self-care is us taking care of our physical and mental being. But don't be afraid to share the love, especially to the people that you love, especially to the people who are currently suffering but not talking about it, especially the people who are literally only surviving off their survival instincts at this time. Reach out, man. Call your brethren, call your uncle who you not talked to in a years because that one time him did left you at the airport and never pick you up. Block him back when you're done, but at least check in on him. You know what I mean? Anyways, guys, big up yourselves. Happy Self-Care Sunday. I say every day, I just get better and better at this. Love me some coffee.